Welcome to Cannabis School. I'm your host, Jesse Angeles.
And I'm Brandon Elder.
And we're here to talk to you about everything pertaining to cannabis, from vape,
flower,
edibles,
strains,
and everything in between.
Welcome back, kids.
Oh, hey, welcome.
So today we got another Happy California strain.
Yeah, checking out Half Pipe Flower.
Sun-grown flower.
Yeah, so you know that's outdoors. It's very small popcorny nugs. Very, very small.
It looks like
popcorny.
tea. That's kind of funny. We were just discussing that this flavor of this strain today has a very tea flavor to it, just like just an herbal tea. Can't even like really nail down like one.
No, just like a hint of berry notes, just like on the exhale. And it's just a slight hint.
There's this like weird kind of sweet, dark scent taste. I can't really place it.
I know, it's very unique.
But the strain today is
Blueberry Headband. It's rocking 23.82% on THC, so not crazy high.
But this is going to be a nice, chill strain.
Yeah, I love Blueberry, and I love Headband. What's funny, so years and years ago when I attempted to start a business and had all of those people, and I was talking about how distinct of a feeling Headband was. That it was like, oh, you got to pick this out so well just because it truly felt like you were wearing a headband. And a couple of them had gone to Colorado and come back, and they're like, oh, we've got a surprise for you. You just have to smoke this. So I'm sitting there, and they're like, I'm puffing on it, and they're like, do you know what strain this is? I'm like, no. And I'm like there's some familiarity to the experience. I'm like, and it feels like I'm wearing like a beanie maybe, and they're like a headband, and I was like, you motherfuckers, and they're like, oh, it's Blueberry Headband, and that was the first time I had smoked it in Blueberry Headband. But
I've only done Blueberry on its own. I've done Headband on its own, but I've never done Blueberry Headband. So this one, I'm hoping that, one of the things I really do like about this grower, even though the nugs are really dry, they're always really satisfying.
yeah,
Good flavor, pretty consistent, even after, you look at your grounds after you brown them up, and it's a really nice golden brown to it. Mm-hmm. It's really nice, you can tell. I like the darker looking bud, but this one's like in between. It's not too dark, not too light.
Yeah, not a lot of different colors to it. I wouldn't say a lot of like orangey or purple notes or that within it.
Consistent flavor, though.
Very nice.
Consistent.
Yeah.
It stayed the whole time in the vaporizer.
Top terpenes are terpinolene and pinene. Osamine is
more
not
of an awake. This is a sativa, yeah.
It's supposed to be an indica dominant one.
Really?
As far as their label goes. But maybe on their genetics. Yeah.
Sometimes, it's like you'll get a really good sativa. They'll just knock your dick in the dirt. This one, and I'm yawning not because of this one already. I do not know.
Had a late night getting his dick knocked in the dirt.
No, it was, I had these edibles, and dude, they're strong enough that in the morning sometimes I still feel it. And so, wow. Yeah. And it wasn't a lot. It was like 50-ish.
Yeah.
A little bit more than 50. 55 milligrams. Grams. Jesus.
Yeah. 55 grams. Don't worry. Not a big deal.
I remember it was funny because I was getting into these edibles and I was telling my wife about it. I'm like, yeah, they look like a zipper. And then she's like, really? And I go in there and I open up the bag and I pull out and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I had two of them stuck together. So the first day that I ate them, I ate like 100 milligrams. Didn't even realize it. And by the end of the night, I was like, and then I had my phone in this hand and I was planning on playing my Switch in the other hand. I just fell asleep. I just couldn't do it. Which was funny because I knew I was too high. And I was like, oh. And I'm like, it's cool. Just relax. And the sleep will
take you back.
And then I woke up.
That's
literally, it felt like that. But this is a nice one. Okay, so when it starts kicking in, very front of the head, you can feel it on your eyes. It dims the light a little bit for me.
Yeah. I feel it a lot in my cheeks, like down my sideburn kind of section.
Yeah. It's just a slight touch. Yeah.
Yeah, not heavy.
I'm not feeling headband yet.
No, I am feeling it up on the top of my dome finally, though. It's slow and creeping its way up there. Mm-hmm. It was more face forward than head forward.
Oh, fucking allergies.
All these fires have been just horrendous. So
Yeah, we
that's not
are
helped.
in one of the worst fires the state's ever had. They've got
Utah County just declared a state of emergency last night for it.
Yeah.
Because of the air quality and
they just did like a state announcement that there is a ban on all fireworks sales right now.
Yeah.
And you know what? And rightfully so, because I mean, all these fires have been started by people.
I was talking with Preston and Kaylee. I guess quite a few of them have come from shooting. Like, because we don't have a requirement that you have to be in the shooting range to shoot. So a lot of people go out to the mountains. But ricochet and stuff or whatever has caused a lot of these fires. And that's horrendous. I know.
Except the Cottonwood one. That was a guy who said it.
On purpose?
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude.
Oh, no, they caught him.
Yeah, but still, fuck you.
On the mountain.
Like, who the hell does that?
People believing that, doing that is going to get their word out or whatever like that one.
That one burned 24,000 acres in 24 hours.
Yeah.
It was 1,000 acres an hour.
Yeah, and it was, and it burned up a bunch of homes and stuff that.
Yeah.
Childhood homes and all sorts of shit. Like people, and dude.
Yeah, and everything up there.
Like yesterday, it was so orange haze over
It was so gross.
And we were like, fuck, it's close. But it's not. It's not as close.
It's in Mona.
Yeah, it's down there.
It's crept all the way over to Mona. Like, it's made it that far from Eureka. And I was like, that's insane. I looked at the fire map. We did dinner with Emily's brother last night. And as we were driving down, the sky was so grossly brownish gray. And I was like, is it going to storm? No.
Nope. It
was just smoke.
And then when the rain happened, it's just ash everywhere. Yesterday, we had ash all over our cars.
Same this morning.
Isn't that nuts?
It's nuts.
Oh.
I don't know if it's burning where you guys are, but the world here is just on fire.
Arizona's got some. Like California's always got some.
Always on fire. Yeah.
And they had earthquakes. Did you see the earthquakes in Venezuela? Horrible, dude. They're dead.
That sucks.
It was a 7.5, and then they had a 7.2 seconds later after the first one hit. And you could see the buildings like sliding off, falling apart, crumbling completely. That's pretty, terrifying. And it was right on the coast.
Yeah. I can only imagine how many people would have died instant. Like, that's horrible.
Crazy times, man. Crazy times.
Speaking of crazy times, Dr. Riley Kirk posted a video. And in the last government shutdown, I guess there was a thing that they slipped in the reopening of the government pertaining to cannabis.
What's that?
Pertaining particularly to seeds. Because right now, there's not been any issue with mailing seeds anywhere around the nation because it's measured off the total percentage of THC in the weight of the seed. Now they're wanting to do it off the total percentage of the THC in the potential plant that was grown. So then it becomes you cannot sell those or ship them all around the nation, and that it's very limited. So she was like, so if this is the case, start hoarding your seeds. I was like, shit, like I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
In the back of my head, it's always been like, it's fine. I could always just buy seeds. I could always just order seeds. What happens when we can no longer, as people, order seeds?
Yeah, I was thinking about grabbing some auto flowers because those ones are really good just to have. I mean, you're not going to get the best yield from it, but at the same time, like I've been collecting seeds and stuff, as you know, like anything I find, right. I'm keeping.
Save it.
Yeah, I save it because you never know.
Yeah, no idea what happens.
Well, I mean,
that's
kind of like, if you get one thing, you're going to get another. I mean, gets a reclassification. I don't know if you guys knew about this. I'm sure you do, but the Supreme Court made it unconstitutional to be able to keep firearms from cannabis users or anybody who uses an illicit substance, apparently, which totally makes sense because it's like it's the person.
Yeah.
If you're drunk, you can't blame the alcohol.
Yeah, and yet how many people who drink all the time have concealed carry permits, have many firearms. We know a person who has a hard time being sober behind the wheel, basically anywhere, and yet they've got over 30 grand in weapons and ammunitions and stuff. And you're like, all right, so really there's this disconnect of anything going, hey, these cannabis consumers cannot have.
Well, I would imagine a cannabis consumer would probably have more discussions with themselves about, no, I'm not going to draw.
Oh, 100%. That was like the night that I found out some horrible things about a child molester. I've never wanted to kill someone so much in my life. And I, instead of drinking, which I know wouldn't have put me in good state, I smoked a lot. And I went through a million different scenarios in my head and basically was like, yeah, there's no good scenario that it ends with. Like, it's not that it just doesn't end in a good scenario.
No.
And so it's just these things of like, you smoke something and you're going to be
Very
way more
cool.
likely to think about it.
Oh, yeah. Just slow down. And that's what I think about this strain right now. Very slow. Man,
So
it's got those chirps are getting at me a little bit. It's kind of a weird cough. It's not like your typical Myrcene cough where it's got that peppery, real strong peppery notes, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like you've eaten some peppery steak and you're like, ooh, or peppery jerky. And
Yeah,
in the
think
back,
of what that
heat.
even is. 'Cause I wouldn't say it's a tickle.
No, it's just it's just there.
Yeah, but it's
Like
very different.
Yeah, it's not a burning off. It's just right there. It's like it's in my lungs, not my
Yeah.
throat.
Yeah, but not like you said, it's not burny, not peppery, not
It's
like,
annoying,
but not like some of the other strains that make you cough a little.
I could see this strain making you a little tired.
Yeah,
I'm already feeling like really super calm.
very chill. It's supposed to be relaxed, uplifted, and giggly.
I'm not
I don't
feeling the headband though.
Feel
as much.
giggly. You know, I don't either. I would say it is very face forward still.
Yep.
It's kind of lightly dusted the inside of my dome. That's it.
Yeah.
Like it's
I would agree. It's just enough. It's a light cap. It's a light evening cap. This is chilling. Like all I imagine is sitting out in your backyard with that little fire pit.
oh yeah, just chilling,
Just hearing
smoking.
the crackling of the fire. No one really talking. This isn't a very talkative strain.
Yeah, it says it's giggly though, which I don't see.
Not for me.
Yeah, I'm not.
I
feeling
could see
that.
for a new consumer, it could make them a little giggly, I guess. I don't know. I mean, we're both jaded now because it's like, yeah. And here's the thing. Like, I don't see it as a tolerance. I'm just seeing as a dosing issue. And my dosing issue is right at where it needs to be when I'm not feeling it as much. Like, I know I'm still operating on it. Like, for the last 3 days, I have had inspirations and completions of thought and created some really amazing breakthroughs that was all possible from cannabis. It was like every time it started to go, I'm like, what do I do now? And I'm like, oh, go roll a joint. Like, okay, I'll roll a joint and I'll smoke that out in the back porch and I'll be thinking and then I'll be doing auto dictation notes.
You want to know what I think it is? In those moments, and I mean, it's kind of coming from a conversation I had with Casey 2 days ago while we were working, because the home we're remodeling, they have kids, and one of the kids is like 12, and their dad's like, get off your phone. Get off your phone. I'm going to take it from you. I'm going to like do that. Go do something. Go play outside. Go read. Like, go do something. And Casey and I were just talking about it, and I was like, man, it's funny because growing up, life wasn't like that. We weren't so attached to these screens and stuff. We had opportunities to be bored, that we were actually bored. But then we did these things, and kind of in that moment of like, hey, going and just smoking. Well, sometimes if we're not doing all of these things, we're allowing our body to be bored, or we're just sitting there. And in those moments of boredom is where the creativity and all these things can come in. So maybe that slowing down and just stepping back and going, all right, like, just do this. Maybe that's what your body needed, your mind needed, to go like, hey, yeah, all right, look at this.
Well, I mean, I really thrive in a problem-rich environment. I really like problems. I like a problem that is human, not necessarily like a mechanical problem or something like that. Like, I'm okay with that one. But if it's a human problem, I'm all about it. If there's an argument, like that's one of the things that people with ADHD say, like, they're like, yeah, dude, I'm all over the place, but when shit's going down, I'm as cool as a cucumber. Like, things just happen. Like, you don't worry about it. Like, I knew I would have been a really good cop on the physical side because when I worked at the state hospital and somebody just tried to kill you or kill another person and you've got them on the ground and you've got them completely under control and your heart's not even racing, like, you're just like, yep, Like you finally hit this moment where you're comfortable with the violence. But the thing is, I've always been really comfortable with the violence.
Oh, yeah.
So it's, for me, that's when time slows down. So you can...
When you're not comfortable, are you...
I'm not comfortable with silence. I'm not comfortable with silence.
Okay.
And so I've adapted to that when I'm like, why am I not comfortable with silence? Well, because I got too many thoughts. I've got constant ideas, thoughts.
Not like to sit with your thoughts?
No, it's not that, Brandon. It's constant random thoughts.
Yeah.
Everywhere, coming from all over there. It's not sitting with them. They have no purpose. It's just my mind is constantly in go mode where I have different ideas constantly going at the same time. I know it sounds really, and for those who really struggle with it, you know what I'm talking about, where you can't keep focus on one thing. That's what you'll notice in my conversations, that I'll go from one topic to another topic, back to that topic, go to a third new topic, come back and bring it to the first topic, and then all of a sudden it's an amalgamation, and then I'm over here on the 19th target because I totally skipped everything else. My mind is like that all the time, but when I'm on cannabis, it doesn't do that. It all of a sudden lines up everything in my mind like filing cabinets, and I have like a Dewey Decimal System, and I'm going to go here for this, and it just slows down so I can take them, and I go, oh, what about this? What about this? But whenever I try to do it without cannabis,
it's so hard to access the flow where you can compartmentalize thoughts.
I get distracted.
Yeah, because too many thoughts pop in.
Yeah.
Cannabis has been so astronomical in the way that it's affected my work with that, because it's the same idea where I'll sit down and I'm like, oh, I need to work. And I'm like, no, fuck, stop that. And so I'll puff on something. And that can help, like, just go, okay, here, let's do this. Let's focus here. Okay, now focus here. Now focus here. Versus like before, it's just chaos, and it's like, what do I grab onto? It's like going in the Harry Potter room with the million keys.
Exactly.
Like, oh, fuck, can I get it? Can I get it?
I just want to slow down. And that's why I like synthwave music, because of the beats and everything like that. There is a actual rhythm that it's following. It's not just random.
Oh yeah,
music with singing.
Music
Yep. I can't listen to singing music when I'm working, because then it's almost like another conversation going on, and I'm wondering if I need to be a part of that conversation or if I need to sing in that conversation.
It depends on what I'm doing. Very much so depends on what I'm doing. Yeah, it depends on whether or not my music can have words in it. Because sometimes I love the words in my music. I can sing. Depends on what type of work or thing that I'm actually in at that moment. But then, like, anything that requires my mind, I can't have that. If it's physical, fuck yeah, give me music, give me words, give me whatever. If it's mental, that's where I don't like having words, because then it's distracting in those moments where I'm trying to focus on something that my mind actually needs to focus on. Then a lyric comes in, I'm like drawn to that, and I'm and it pulls you from that, versus like if you're out mowing the lawn or something, it's like, who the fuck cares? I could sing and mow and listen to music with lyrics, but
and it just depends on the method too. Like sometimes flower really triggers that for me. Other times, like, some of my best ideas came from those edibles I grabbed. Like, that actually, like, took me to a place where I didn't even know what I was constantly... Like, Wiley and I were talking about a couple of different things, and we'll go on to that in the sesh. But anyways, yeah, it really depends on the strain that you're using. This strain, however, I don't know if I would use this for deep thought. It's slows you down. This is more of, like, quiet my mind strain. I'm barely feeling the headband, but I'm feeling it back here, like tension, and then it's slowly creeping its way around the sides.
Oh, okay.
It's just
right in the face.
Yeah, but it's good. It's really good on that side, though. Creative, no. I would say this is a really good, just chill the fuck out, relax strain.
Yeah,
you had a hard day. I wouldn't even, like, this is something where you could listen to a book. I don't know if reading a book would be a good idea on this. I don't think I could focus my thoughts on paper, but I could listen to something. I couldn't watch anything. This could be one of those isolations, because, like, to sit with your thoughts, I'm fine with that. Like the question you asked earlier, I could do it on this strain. That's what I like to do. My favorite thing to do is either go for a walk or a ride and listen to my instrumental music.
What do you ride?
My car.
Oh, okay, drive.
Yeah.
For a ride, I was thinking like a bike, a scooter, like a something. So I was just curious.
No, I wish I would like to do those things, but every time I do, dude, my knee always like locks up or something. Sucks.
On like the scooters that you stand on too?
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
When you stand, do you lock your knees on those?
Oh, it's because I have no ACL. So
Yeah.
it's it'll catch, it'll lock. Like when I'm pushing off of it. So I'll switch it up. But I'm typically like I go regular, right?
Oh, okay,
I'm not goofy. So when I'm doing that, like it's the repetitive motion, and just every once in a while the femur just goes and then it just swells up, and then for like 3 days.
I was thinking e-scooters. Like if you ride an e-scooter, does that your knee?
No, those.
Oh, okay, that's where my mind was thinking. I was like, oh dang, that's horrible.
No, but
so I was like, man, are you locking your knees when you stand? But that makes sense if you're pushing scooter or something like that. Yeah.
No, that's what I think about. Like with certain strains, I'm like, what do I want right now out of what I'm getting? And like this one is like, I literally couldn't like go into a very deep conversation because I don't feel like my mind. Like I said, it's a very quieting strain.
Yeah, I don't know if I would care enough to do a deep conversation.
I wouldn't.
It's just more of like.
But I'm not in. I'm not even interested in anything. That's
what I mean. Like it's just so much of like the deep is just like I'm okay. I don't want to get in there. I'm okay right here, right now.
This strain would be really good if you were looking to get into meditation or a guided meditation through an app. This would be a really good strain because then you could just you could focus on that because it's not like in-depth hard things like a puzzle or a big marketing problem. This would be my reply. I don't know. Fucking maybe you should just shut your business down.
I feel like this is a very quieting of the mind.
Yeah, it's very quiet.
I don't have the same crazy thoughts or like constant jumping of train of thought. It's
just there.
Yeah. It's pleasant. It's a very chill, like end of the night, introspective.
Not getting anything done on this.
Yeah, no.
But I'm not tired either. I was more tired before I started smoking this strain.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, just, it really is. It's like, I'm not hungry. I'm not anything.
It's not bad. I actually think it's a pretty chill strain.
Yeah, I typically try to rate my cannabis on how relaxed it can make my brain to be creative. Because I've found now that sativa is not always good for thoughts.
No.
Sometimes it's not good. Sometimes you're just like, chill the fuck out, right? But I've found that more indicas have been able to help my thought process because it slows my thoughts down so I can put them together. And that's when I've been able to create crazy shit. So
yeah, versus like the racing thoughts and that's not super great.
I couldn't even race on this. I'd just be so disinterested.
So relaxed. Like,
this is definitely, okay, kids. Blueberry Headband, if you are planning a hike sometime and just want to enjoy nature and not have to really listen to anything.
Or even be in a rush on your hike. You would just be so like there for the journey. Every step is that journey. You're like, oh, this is great. Like these pretty trees, these flowers, camping. Or like the smells. Yeah.
Because then you're not so caught up in shit. Like what happens when modern people go camping? Fucking generators going off in the woods, which is so annoying. And then after
everyone got their phone, their speakers, like they're not there enjoying nature. They're enjoying technology in nature.
Well, it's the thing too. Like we're going camping pretty soon, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go with it. But I am gonna change up like what I'm doing. I'm not gonna be listening to shit the whole time. I need to read a physical book. And that's a thing that I've had more difficulty with lately is reading a physical book because the constant itch of, well, what else is going on? So finding a good strain, I don't know if I could read on this, but I definitely not care.
Yeah.
I could cook food for people. I would be, it's something mundane.
Yeah. not really intensive. I was like, I could cook, but I wouldn't want it to be like a very in-depth meal.
Or a big conversation. Like, this would be cool to go, like, have some chill music and get on an longboard and just go cruise trails.
Dude.
Without talking. Just...
Alec and I went all the way up the canyon last Sunday. And then after we went to the top of the canyon, we went up South Fork, all the way past Big Springs on our boards. And then we rode all the way back, and I was like, it's like therapy. Everything else. And I was talking about, because he was like, man, am I just being this like self-entitled little bitch because I feel like Dad has enough money, he's got the capability, and I've been talking to him about going in on a cabin for years, and we still don't have a cabin. And he was like, because I guess I haven't earned that capability on my own to buy it without having that. So am I just being entitled and like, oh, well, he should do it? And he's like, but it's just missing out on this time. All this time that I feel like I'm missing out on, because in life where we're all in the chaos of life, we miss out on real time together. And I was like, it's like these moments where we're longboarding. Everything else is gone. Nothing else matters right now. It's literally just this moment. The smells, the sounds, the trees, the breeze, like everything that's here, this is the moment. This is the time. And I'm like, and I understand that, because when you go out in a cabin or you're out in nature and not surrounded by all this technology stuff, you're enjoying the time. You're connecting with the person. It's very different half the time than when we're in the middle of all the chaos going, hey, what do you want to do? Well, I don't know. What sort of thing at home do we engage with to do something? And it was like, yeah, I guess I didn't think about that in that aspect. And it does feel almost like you find more time when you're away from all of this, where it's like, oh man, when you go camping, like those days feel almost long. Like you find so much time in a day. You're like, holy shit, like how long was this day? But it was great, like peaceful, and whatever it is, very different. And you find conversations with your kids or whoever it is very different. Like they're not connected to the same everything else and the same chaos that's going on.
Yeah.
Like it's that time, and it's so different. Like you said, longboarding or doing that. This is a strain, I think, to give you that time. It takes away the racing thoughts. It takes away.
Well, just be.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's can I just be? And that it is a good point. You need to be able to. That's a pattern and an excuse that we give ourselves. It's easy to that one, right? We make excuses for things that we do not do, but we wish we could, and then we fantasize that this other thing would make it so much easier for us to accomplish that. When you have that right there, yeah. No, anyways, check this out, kids. Go to your local dispensary or your pharmacy.
Or your neighborhood plug.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a really good one. If you're needing time to just get some life back, cool. And then also for those people who finally are getting jobs, sometimes these places are requiring you
to test in order to have a job.
Yeah, and those tests are really expensive. So we've got this test buddy from Synthetics 5.
Yeah, fantastic. Helping you pass your tests.
Yeah. You got a little
testing
heat pack.
Is hard for me.
Yeah, you got to warm it up.
I got to study for months and months. This one you don't have to do that. You can take this study buddy right before your test, and it's like, hey, I'll
activate this little heat pad and put it in here, and then it says over here, once you get to around 90 to 100, you're ready to take a test.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, if you're into testing or checking out any other of the goodies that we really like,
go to our
check
page.
Check out the link below.
Yeah, take care.
Catch you next week.